Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of What the Future Insights. It's trouble time. Whatever we do, wherever we look, everyone is talking about this one topic, the big crisis. So, good news is for the next 2 or 3 minutes, I'm not going to bother with any of the many challenges and threats we're currently encountering, but I'm going to focus on the opportunities. Because today, we're going to talk about the chances out of the crisis. Number one chance. It seems like, to me, HR now is suddenly the key enabler of any company. It's about survival, and HR is in the position to control and to manage how the whole company is going to go through this. So I think we're off to a pretty good start as HR people to really are in the driver's seat now of survival. But let's maybe look also at the employee perspective. Change of people, that's a big topic. That has been a big topic also for the last, I don't know how many years. And suddenly, each and every one is forced to change. We're working from home, we're working remotely, we're working virtually. So this is also a huge opportunity to really tackle the change and make everyone ready for the future in terms of being able to work with communication technologies, collaboration technologies, and getting this mindset ready to work from anywhere, anytime in the world. So what are actually advantages of this? I believe, number one, productivity of people is going to increase because they're more flexible in the work. So I think people won't actually be so unhappy about the situation in terms of everyday working environment. Also, there's a nice side effect that the environment is not being affected so much by useless business trips that we've seen over the last years maybe. So I guess here people again are being forced to rethink how they meet, how they collaborate. So I think all these wonderful digital technologies that we have, they will actually become an essential part of everyday life. And if I look back at the foundation of HRForecast about 5 years ago, when my co-founder moved basically out of the city at the time of the foundation, our company's DNA has always been remote working and digital working. And now we're so happy that we've always worked this way because for us, nothing really changed in terms of day-to-day life. So please see it as an opportunity also for you to kind of get a new view on how to work. Number two, after the downfall, there will be ascent. So I believe HR now being in the focus of basically any company will remain in focus after the crisis, and this will be a unique chance to become a forward thinker. I think everybody now is aware that we need to think in scenarios, let they be likely or unlikely. Nobody would have predicted this. Also, it's fundamental to identify which are the critical roles in my company, which are the people I really need to have available at any time. So all these processes which are related to strategic workforce planning in the end are going to become immensely important after the crisis, because when everything is ramping back up again, and I'm sure it will be hopefully very soon the case again, we need this kind of mindset. No more emergency mode, more forward thinking strategy. So when we're going to go and ramp back up our businesses, think about what are the critical roles, how can I plan strategically. Strategic workforce planning would be your keyword. Go ahead and find out how you can use it. And last but not least, I think the importance of skills is rising. Now we're spatially distributed everywhere. It's even more difficult to find the proper knowledge I need to connect in order to perform my work. So I think skill platforms, skill collaborations, and connecting knowledge inside the company, inside the world is going to become essential today, and I think it's going to remain essential after the crisis. So with all these cross-functional teams we've had in the past now being promoted to a virtual level, you can imagine it's going to be super important to identify the critical knowledge I need to perform a certain task. This also includes identifying experts, and in other words, it's basically finding knowledge on demand. So besides strategic workforce planning, also check out how skill platforms can support you to connect all the knowledge that we have in the world. To sum it up, I have to say I'm very proud that technology is nowadays helping everyone, not just HR, but the whole workforce, to work together to get through this crisis. And I think it's kind of the key driver for change as well in this period. So let's keep it up with the technology. Let's go through this crisis together, and please remain thinking positive. There are many chances and the crisis will be over soon, and the world afterwards will never be the same, like all the news are saying. See it in a positive way. We'll be working in a technology-driven world where people can work wherever and whenever they want in a more flexible and more productive way. We'll connect knowledge, and of course we'll think much more strategically, and we'll be able to quantify scenarios. So we're better prepared for whatever's there to come. Thank you very much. Talk to you very soon. Bye bye.